Hey everybody, this is Kyle Tucker, and in today's video I'm going to talk about some weeds that I'm seeing this time of year. It's springtime and weeds are popping up all over the place. So I wanted to make a video about some of the weeds that I'm seeing, maybe help some people with some weed identification who are seeing these same weeds and struggling getting rid of them. So let's just start out with henbit. This is the main weed that we see this time of year. Let me first say that if you've been doing a good job of applying fall pre-emergent and winter pre-emergent, you shouldn't be seeing too many weeds. But we get a lot of new customers this time of year now that it's springtime. So I just want to help people with some weed identification. This one weed that I'm holding here is called purple dead nettle. It is confused with henbit. It's very similar. It has a purple flower, but if you look at the leaves on purple dead nettle, they droop downward. This is not henbit that I'm holding. I'm going to compare the two here to show you the difference. Henbit has more of for lack of a better word, a poofy looking flower, whereas purple dead nettle, the leaves droop downward. So on the left here in my hand is henbit, on the right is purple dead nettle. So it's a dead giveaway. If it's purple dead nettle, the leaves grow downward, whereas henbit, they just kind of grow outward, more in a traditional flower-like. I'm seeing a lot of wild garlic and wild onion this time of year too. Pre-emergent doesn't really do a good job of preventing these. I see wild onion and wild garlic popping up in the same yards every year, but that's because they grow from bulbs underneath the ground. Every now and then you can try to, if you pull it softly, you can pull up the bulb with it, but it's if you haven't had any rain lately, it's hard to get the bulb up. So it's virtually impossible to pull these weeds. You can kill these weeds, but they always tend to come back because of the bulbs underneath the ground. The bulbs are very hard to kill. So this is a good example here of a bulb. I was able to pull one of these up on a wet day. The soil was wet. You kind of grab it from the base and wiggle it around, and there's your bulb. That's what the weeds grow from. Usually any sort of broadleaf weed herbicide like a 2,4-D or dicamba or something like that will help kill these weeds. And just a little tip, stomp on it first. That may sound silly, but if you step on this weed before you spray it, it breaks that outer waxy coating, allowing the product to get down into the weed and kill it a little easier. Another weed that I'm seeing this time of year is just a simple tree sapling. Now, you won't find this in any weed identification book out there because it's really not technically a weed, but I consider it a weed because the true definition of a weed is anything that you don't want in your yard or garden is considered a weed. People don't want these tree saplings growing in their sodded grass, so it is technically a weed. You can spray broadleaf weed herbicides on this as well, then it'll help it. But you really don't even have to do that. Just mowing the grass. If you cut the top part of this away, it'll kill it. So just run your lawnmower over these tree saplings. Just hack half of it down and they'll be gone for good. They grow in the thatch layer of your lawn. So they have a very shallow root system, which is why they're so easy to kill just by simply mowing. But if you have a lot of trees on your property, you probably see a lot of these tree saplings throughout the spring when things are budding and coming out. And then I'm also seeing nutgrass right now. Nutgrass is a common summertime weed. We're only in April, but we've had a rainy spring. Nutgrass loves wet soil, and then it's been really humid and hot this spring too, so we're already seeing nutgrass pop out. To kill this, you can just spray, read the labels, any product that gets rid of nutgrass. Katana is a really good product, like the Japanese sling blade katana. Another weed I'm seeing is yellow wood sorrel, or Oxalis. It produces, it's a broadleaf weed, but it produces this yellow flower, which is a giveaway that this is Oxalis. Just like most of the other weeds that I'm talking about in this video, any sort of 2,4-D or broadleaf weed herbicide, I use a product called Vessel. that works really well on this. It'll smoke it, and it won't damage the grass either. Just a common broadleaf weed that we see in the springtime, and this will stick around, throughout the summer. So you want to get good control over this. If you've done a really good job of applying a winter pre-emergent, you shouldn't have too much of this, but there might be a patch or two of Oxalis that'll show up from time to time. Just spray it with some broadleaf weed herbicide. This is hard to kill by mowing because it's a very low-lying weed. So if you spray this, it'll yellow it up. Sometimes it'll turn it purple, but it'll stick around if your lawnmower blade is not low enough. Now this falls into the tree sapling category. These are just simple pine tree saplings. So if you don't mow your lawn often and you have some pine trees on your property, you'll see a lot of these growing in your yard. These will also die from mowing. So if you have these little mini pine trees growing, they're just simply tree saplings. Run your mower over it, and that'll get rid of that. The next weed I want to talk about is hairy bittercress, which is what you see here. Now this spreads easily because they have these seeds. If you just walk through this, you'll see the little seedlings flying all around your feet. This is a broadleaf weed, but as you let it grow and it gets tall, just like you see here, the seeds will fly around just with the wind. So this spreads very easily, but it's also really easy to kill. Just one treatment of a broadleaf weed herbicide will knock this out and weaken it and kill it. And then you can run your mower over it, and it'll be good. It'll be gone for the rest of the season. But these little seedlings that pop off of it make it spread. This is a better video of this. So it's a broadleaf weed, but if you let it grow, these little seedlings fly off of these flowers, and it spreads. So spray this with some broadleaf weed herbicide, and then mow it, and you'll get rid of that for good. I'm also still seeing some poa annua. Now this is a result of not having. There's a nice little puppy right there. Look at that. Yeah, I know. I'm the bad guy. You're the good guy. So we're still seeing poa annua. This is a result of a poor fall pre-emergent application. But with the temperatures warming up, look, it's already yellowing up. So poa annua is not going to stick around in the heat of the summer. Just like right here, it's already kind of whitening up and yellowing up. So as the temperatures rise, poa annua cannot survive. It loves cold weather. So here in Alabama, we're getting into mid-spring, late spring. It'll be summer before you know it. All of this poa will be gone for good soon. So these are the main weeds that I'm seeing this time of year in the spring. I'll make another one of these videos this summer, but hopefully I've been able to help someone with some weed identification. Thank you for watching.